action all night long.
Tonight on KREM 2 News, the expansion of I-90 is causing some concerns in Coeur County. Why some people are complaining.
Sunshine sticks around as we close out 2025, but rain and warmer temperatures return later this week.
And Washington state minimum wage is going up in just a few days. We spoke with an expert on how that will impact our economy. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Nicole Hernandez. Mark has the night off. We start with new tonight. The Washington Department of Veterans Affairs bought land here in Spokane to build a new veterans home. They purchased 41.5 acres of land next to the VA Medical Center that's near the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. They say doing this will improve access to health care and cut down transportation time. This larger site will also have room for outdoor spaces. The VA is launching a website to give updates, visuals, and progress on the construction. As construction continues on the I-90 expansion project out in North Idaho, residents there say they can definitely hear the difference, and they don't like it. KREM 2's Kristen Garza drove to Coeur d'Alene and has more.
A project expected to take 4 years to complete is already causing problems, quite literally in the backyard of some residents here in Coeur d'Alene. Safety, pollution, and noise. These are just some of the things residents living along I-90 in North Idaho are saying haven't been taken into consideration during the I-90 expansion project. The project started last summer, which is why some of you might notice the lack of trees along the interstate. The project will widen the stretch of the interstate between Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls to 4 lanes in both directions, doubling the road space. Residents say they are upset because now there are no trees to form any sort of barrier between their houses and the roadway. From the beginning, residents say they have asked for a noise barrier, but Heather McDaniel, a spokesperson for the Idaho Transportation Department in charge of this project, says based on a federally required noise analysis, the entire corridor did not meet reasonability or feasibility thresholds, meaning the benefits do not outweigh the costs.
But we did reevaluate our findings just to make sure that nothing was overlooked, make sure that we're applying those recommendations appropriately. At the end of doing the noise analysis, at the end of looking at the recommendations and everything like that in that area, the answer for a sound wall at this point is not recommended.
Coming up tonight, we speak with residents directly being impacted by the project and what they plan to do about it moving forward. Kristen Garza, KREM 2 News.
We're going to switch gears now and take a quick look at the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo joins us from the Outdoor Weather Center. Jeremy?
Nicole, it's a beautiful evening out here. Wind, hardly a factor, but if you factor in that light breeze, 31 degrees feels like 25, and 25 and dry after a day with sunshine, well, it feels downright perfect. We're going to hang on to a little bit of that sunshine the next couple of days, but it might start to look a little bit hazier in the low levels of the atmosphere. Not enough that you're really going to notice it in a short distance, but if you're on top of a mountain looking down, you might see a little bit of a difference. We don't have anything to move the atmosphere today, tomorrow, even the first half of Thursday, so nothing moves. By Thursday evening, we get our next round of moisture moving in. It is likely going to be a bit of a rain-snow mix at the onset in low elevations. Up high, snow. It's all snow above, say, 3,000 feet and then rising. By the time we get to Friday, it's all snow above 4,000 feet. It's another warm one as we move through the next few days. 36 tomorrow, 35 on Thursday, about where we were today. But then as we get closer to the weekend, 38 degrees turns to 40s by Saturday and Sunday, and more rain returns to the forecast. So hope you enjoyed the cold and sun while it lasted.
Coeur County Undersheriff Brett Nelson says they may never know why John Drake opened fire in the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office. Investigators still are not sharing much about the investigation, but what we do know is on Friday afternoon, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office says Drake started shooting inside the lobby of the Sheriff's Office. 2 women sitting in a pickup truck outside were hit in the leg. A Kellogg police officer was shot in the ear. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press identified him as Officer Damian Groves. All 3 of them are now recovering. Drake died at the scene. A fire broke out in a mobile home park this afternoon in Spokane Valley, apparently starting in a shed and then spread to nearby homes. The fire is out now. The fire department says between 10 and 12 people have been displaced, and the Red Cross is working to find them temporary housing. At least 2 people are now recovering from some mild smoke inhalation. A statue was damaged yesterday out in Spokane Valley. Somebody hit the Indomitable Spirit statue and drove off. This is that statue near Appleway Trail on University. KREM 2 reached out to the city. They confirmed somebody hit the statue with their car, left the vehicle at the scene, then ran off. Spokane Valley Police Department is investigating now. And today, the city of Spokane says crews have been removing the red paint that somebody splattered on the statue of Abraham Lincoln. The statue is a veterans memorial in downtown Spokane that was unveiled on Veterans Day in 1930. The city says it could be the only major statue of Lincoln wearing his commander's uniform. This is not the first time somebody has vandalized this exact statue. So if you have any information about either of these incidents, call Crime Check at 509-456-2233. Police are now looking for 2 people who they say stole packages off of a porch. Take a look at these pictures here. The thefts happened at a home near Huckleberry's on Spokane's Lower South Hill. It happened back on December 18th. This man and woman arrived in a gray SUV and may have been delivering something else before they stole the packages. If you recognize them, please call that Crime Check number. Again, that's at the bottom of your screen. Well, the cost of plastic bags is about to go up here in Washington. Starting on Thursday, we will now pay 12 cents per bag. That's 4 cents more than what we're paying right now. It's all a part of a law that passed in 2020 meant to encourage shoppers to bring their own reusable bags to stores. This increase is just for plastic bags, though. Paper bags will still be 8 cents. As this year comes to a close, we're seeing more flu cases. Coming up, the latest numbers from the CDC and other health news. And later, there's been a major escalation between the U.S. and Venezuela. The latest we know about an American strike.